Oh man. Well, that sucked. I was muted. But hey yo, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are. Sup? I has returned. Yeah. Uh, yeah, I has returned. But hey. Last time we were about to enter the hollow with Vivian and company. Which somehow, some way, all these ladies we recognize or know personally, except maybe Bullet Trigger, because apparently she's from this thing, which we haven't done yet, because, well, reasons. Yeah, I still have no idea why would they implement the main chapter and the quote-unquote side chapter all at once instead of staggering it, like this comes this week, this comes the next week, or something like that. But hey, that's MiHoYo's business. But anyway, let's continue onwards, and hopefully this doesn't end with our head in a silver platter or something like that. Yeah. Let's hope it's safe. Yo, Vivi. Right, Sienna is this lady who is on the left. Last time she kind of quote-unquote scammed Vivian into buying a painting, kind of, sorta, maybe. But yeah. So why are you helping her now, suddenly? Roxy, do you believe in fate? Not really. I see. That sounds just like something you would say. Roxy, I actually... No, it's nothing. Let's hurry and head into the hollow. You sure that's nothing? You know, this line is usually a dead flag. Like, you might die in there. Your screen time this update is quite a lot. And also, I think NB is looking at you, or us talking. Yep, hopefully we are safe. Now we are supposed to find something. Okay, Soldier Zero. When she attacks, she applies Silver Star mark and charges the target. Okay, what? Okay. For every 1/3 of charge, the enemy receives 1 stack of White Thunder, stacking up to 3 times. Okay. When the enemy has White Thunder, press skill to activate. Quickly dash forward, slashing through enemies and dealing multiple hits of electric damage. I guess this is it. Yep, I think that's it. When the move hits an enemy, it will consume 1 stack of White Thunder to trigger additional electric damage, which is considered aftershock damage. What the fuck is aftershock? Character is invulnerable while using the skill. Okay. With enough energy, hold EX button to activate. Combines her twin swords and throws them forward for a high-speed slash. This? Okay, that spinning thing, I guess. This, yep. Dealing massive electric damage, and when the skill hits an enemy, it will fully charge Silver Star. Oh. Okay. When additional damage from White Thunder triggers 3 times on the same enemy, a Thunderbolt will strike at the enemy location, dealing electric damage to enemies within range. Yeah, that thing. That thunder. I see. And then trigger. Hold basic to enter an aiming mode. When the skill hits an enemy, trigger gets 25 purge with purge points. When other active characters in the team hit enemies with attacks, they can trigger effective aftershock attacks from the trigger. When any aftershock hits enemies, it increases the target's stun damage multiplier. Okay. I guess she's kind of a buffer, which remains effective even when target is not stunned. But huh. When trigger has purge, other active characters in the squad can activate trigger's basic attack harmonizing shot. What? Is that this one on the sides? Yeah, I guess so. When hitting enemy with basic attack, dash counter special attack quick assist, dealing electric damage and committing days. When hitting enemies with heavy attacks from EX special attack, assist full of the ultimate can activate trigger's basic attack. Dealing electric damage and committing a large amount of days. So she's a stunner? When hitting enemies with an EX special attack or ultimate, trigger will enter coordinated support. While in coordinated support, other active characters can trigger unnecessary attacks without consuming purge. Oh.
So, what is it that you all plan to do here? We are here to look for something extremely important. New Eridu's future may well depend on it.
Your strength, Andy. Ether vision activate.
Oh, I need to keep holding on. And I can keep shooting, kind of? This is like Billy with kind of that target.
Recalibrating.
Oh, okay. This is her skill. It's kind of weird, but I'll take it.
I'll take point. Ether vision activate.
Bam, 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 bam.
Downstairs.
Up, up.
Adjusting for wind.
Bam, 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 bam. Do I not get to aim at anyone else? No.
Target locked.
Yeah, no, I don't get to aim at anyone else. Oh, this actually fighting.
Recalibrating.
Yeah, I can't exactly shoot at people with this. As in, I mean, shoot at as in
Now
aim.
it's my turn to ask questions. What exactly is it that you're investigating?
And?
Since you're familiar with the name Silver, then you should know that it shouldn't exist anymore. If I'm investigating has something to do with it.
Ether vision activate. Right on cue.
What's that? It's a rocket launcher. Okay, I see.
It's time.
That's just what it.
Resolve. Show no mercy.
Up, 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 up.
The target's weary. On recharge.
Up, up. I'm still not doing stuns though.
Outbound.
Quick shot.
Foxy, let's use that fissure to head to the next location.
Okay, so apparently Anby is investigating something about Silver. God knows what that is. I don't see any chests here. I'm actually surprised that Vivian is actually fighting with us instead of the usual, you know, escort mission. She did say that she has some knowledge about in hollow combat, but I didn't
This is the
expect
place.
it actually happens. What happened there? What place?
So, what is it that you're looking for?
A ring. I was excavating ether here before and accidentally lost it somewhere. Please, could you all help me find it? It has to be somewhere among all this stuff here.
Sure, I'll start looking.
I'll go with you.
I'll stay here with her then.
Thanks, but you don't have to worry about me. Go ahead and accompany the others. I'm sure it'll be faster that way. And sorry for wasting your time like this.
You know, lady, you can also help us. 5 hands is better than 4.
I know it might sound strange, but I'll be so happy if my daughter grows up to be capable like you.
Vivian, what do you know? As in, you are sounding extra sus right now. It's as if you knew something that she doesn't. Anyways, do you remember the legendary artist mentioned by the host during the previous auction? Unrecognized during his lifetime, his works were discovered by art collectors after his death and become hugely popular? Sounds like quite a nice story, right? In reality, these art collectors are to blame for his death. Those pompous big shots discovered his talent and even wanted him to craft forgeries of famous works. Someone as proud as him would never agree to such a thing. Not only did he refuse, he also wanted to expose their schemes. And someday later, he suddenly took his own life. I knew him. He would never do something like that. Those big shots silenced him. How do you know all of this? Because that legendary artist was my husband, Mira's father. RIP, sir. Thank you, but I might not need it anymore. So who exactly are those big shots you're talking about? Given the circumstances, it's fine to tell you. It's the Ravenlock family, of course. The matter I just discussed with Miss Envy is also related to them. The collectible you asked me to bid on earlier, I should probably return it to you. Don't worry about it. But isn't it your husband's final work? It's fine. Our bond doesn't need to be anchored to any object. And I don't need those works to remember him. It's much better off in the hands than someone like Hartman's. Proxy, may I speak with Miss Sienna alone for a moment? Sure. I'm going to step away just a little bit, yeah? Alright. Regarding the matter of finding the ring, I'm entrusting it to you. It is my wedding ring. I knew it. I am quite amazed that you lost that ring. Like, it's always in your finger, right? So how does it even come loose? I would be extremely grateful to you. So I guess Anby and Trigger haven't found the ring yet. Let's see if we can help them out instead of talking here. Can I go up here? I don't see any. I hear it now. I was looking for this chest. I couldn't see it, but I heard the clanking noise. I wonder if there is more over there. Don't see or hear anything. It's kind of nice that they also give some noise. I hear something, there you go. So that, you know, I mean, sometimes when the map is this messy, there's a lot of shit going on in the background, right? Just from this wall, there's stuff in the background, and then there's more things like the crates, the drums, and everything. Sometimes you won't get to see this, even though it's really obviously in front of you. So they having sound prompt, I guess, sound effect. That's really helpful too. But yeah, in a single area there's 2 chests already, and OS doesn't have a move. Yeah, of course. I was hoping that there was a chest count in this part. Apparently not. It's just a progression. I guess it's 2 more battles. You find some food left in the hollow for unknown reasons. Clearly, there's no sign of the ring Sienna is looking for among these items. Roxy, if you're hungry, I've brought some food with me. Do I really look like I want to eat those? You actually do. Just a little bit.
There's leftover food here. I don't want to imagine what's inside the bag.
Leftover food? Probably? Maybe?
Neither do I.
I do wonder though, apparently foodstuffs are easily corrupted in hollows. So I do have to wonder, like, how does a corrupted food look like? Does it turn into gems? Oh, it's a capybara. These things are really popular, I don't know why. And you found a plush toy. After squeezing and kneading it thoroughly, you realize it doesn't have what you're looking for. No one would hide a ring inside the stuffing of a plush toy, right? Right? Don't worry, there is nothing inside. How do you know? I've already gone through it. When?
A toy that seems emotionally stable. There shouldn't be a ring hidden in it.
A toy that seems emotionally stable. What? Vivian? You don't...
It's pretty cute.
Trigger? Okay, 2 things. Wait, that was... Huh? Apparently someone is plush talking. I wonder who was plush talking earlier. I'll need to check out the recording later. Curious. I'm pretty sure I read Vivian's name there, but... You find a lunchbox. After bracing yourself, you crack it open and peek inside. Whether lucky or unlucky, the box is empty. No one would put a ring in a lunchbox. It would spoil the taste. I'm pretty sure that's not the problem. Yeah, that's not the main concern, lady.
It's a fancy lunchbox?
I wonder if its owner is safe and sound.
Is this fancy? Oh. At least the colors on that lunchbox is nice, I guess. Like, not too, you know, painful to the eyes. And you find some scattered oil barrels. These? Are those barrels? Oh no. After careful searching, you find nothing resembling the ring inside them. Does Sienna actually want to find this so-called ring? What do you mean? She said she's looking for the wedding ring, but she also said she doesn't need any objects to remember her husband. And also, she's not even trying to help you look for the ring, right? We've been searching here for so long and found nothing at all. Maybe the ring never existed in the first place. It was just an excuse. Let's go back.
What's wrong, Vivian? You seem worried for a while now.
I'm on it. I'm worried about Sienna. Her location should still be safe. I hope so.
Bam, bam, bam. Pop, 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 pop. Hmm? Well, she's gone, it seems. Yep, she's gone. Or not. She's dead. By the time you return, you discover Sienna with her eyes closed peacefully.
Her vital signs are gone.
What happened? I guess this was her final scam.
Shortly before is...
There's one thing I must remind you. Your time is running out.
I'm not sure how you can tell, but you're right. I'm going to die in here. That's my plan.
Really no.
I'm very sick and don't have much longer. If I try to get treatment, it'll just be a burden on my daughter. So I scam my way through a bunch of physical exams and managed to take out a hollow corruption policy through Ravenlock Insurance. Once some time has passed, could you please take my corrupted body out of the hollow? That will secure a generous compensation package for my daughter. It's only what the Ravenlocks owe me. A pity, yes. But it's the only way I can squeeze it out of them.
What makes you think that will help you?
I just trust you will. I'm just awfully sorry you had to get involved in this. But it's something I must do. I have to leave something behind for my girl. I have to give her a chance at life. If it's okay, could you also please pass a message to Mira for me? Tell her, don't worry. Even if Mommy's body is corrupted, withers away, and turns to dust, my love for you will always be there. Thank you. You're a good kid.
She was betting that we'd help her. So, you were aware of this the whole time? Yes. Because I saw it. You might not believe me, but I've had this ability to see the future since I was a little girl.
Oh, she really was looking at the future. I was wondering about that.
But the things I see are always something bad. Plagues, deaths, disasters. That's all I've ever been able to see.
It's all that kid's fault!
She's seriously jinxed.
I always try to avoid her. Otherwise, she'll say something rotten that ends up coming true again.
Prophecies, she says. Like she's not the one bringing the bad luck upon us.
It wasn't me. I didn't do anything. Sorry. I'm sorry.
What good is saying you're sorry? Things like this keep happening every time you open your mouth!
How unlucky. She shouldn't be here. Nobody wants her around.
If only she would just disappear.
I just wanted to warn you all. I'm sorry. Every time it's the same. In the end, there's nothing I can change.
Oh, so that's why she asks if we believe in fate.
Sometimes I even wonder whether it's me predicting these things, or if my very existence is manifesting these calamities.
Hello, wise Riz McRiz, but okay, I'll take it this time.
Vivian, it's not your fault.
You were just trying to be kind and warn them about impending disasters.
I can tell it's never been easy for you.
Thank you. No matter what. I just hope she finally gets to rest in peace. I hope no misfortune, whether I foresee it or not, ever happens to anyone.
So, Miss Vivian, do you always cry when you have a prophecy? Yes. Every time a prophecy appears, I can't help but shed tears. I used to wonder if I could just hold back my tears, then maybe these bad things wouldn't happen. But I just can't do it. No matter how hard I try, I just can't. You're being too hard on yourself. You know, this would be nicer if Anby and Trigger was looking at her instead of, looking at us. Again, this is the thing with ZenlossZZ. The talking scenes, when you are not on a cutscene, quote unquote, are all really terrible. The cameras are locked, people don't face at each other or stuff like that. It just doesn't work. I don't know why. I know they can code it. I mean, I don't really remember how it goes in Honkai Impact, but I do know they can code it back in Genshin and Star Rail. So, what the hell, miHoYo? But anyway, let's get back to the fields. Vivian falls silent for a moment, seemingly unwilling to continue the topic. Sienna said that the compensation from the Ravenlock Hollow corruption insurance is enough to settle her daughter, Mira, for life. Though it's hard to imagine the notoriously stingy Hartman engaging in such a money-losing business. Well, Tops demands it. Yeah, I think so too. Actually, there have been rumors that the Ravenlock family had fallen out of favor with Tops for a while now. That's why they're becoming desperate, afraid of being abandoned by the mighty Tops. Sienna is actually a skilled intelligence broker. She retired from the business a while ago. I see. No wonder she was able to gather classified information. He said she tried many ways, but everything was useless against the untouchable Ravenlock family. She still couldn't avenge her lover. But I believe everything she did was meaningful. The same goes for you, Miss Vivian. Again, look at her, not me. Everyone, it seems there are ethereals nearby. It's not safe to linger. Let's keep moving forward. And are we just gonna leave her there?
Roxy, do you believe that the future can be changed?
That's quite the sudden question.
In my memory, this has happened countless times already.
Can't catch me.
Why can I only see these misfortunes? Why can't I even have a sliver of happiness?
Increase firepower.
In position. Proxy, the fissure that we're looking for is up ahead.
There you go. I can't tell if
I'm on it.
these two
Engaging head-on.
is really strong or what. Like, I'm sure I'm just mashing things, but they're doing so much damage. It's actually kind of convenient.
Recalibrating.
Oh wait, I remember. That's why her damage is shit.
Downstrike.
Yeah, so that's
The target's weary. Ether vision activate.
bam, bam, bam. Maybe Andy just does so much damage instead of me mashing properly.
Adjusting for wind.
I remember why
Sniper's
it's
tree.
so
One
cute
shot,
and
one kill.
This is probably the problem of the... Okay, I think called again. Distance.
I think it's about time.
What's it called again? It's distance problem. Basically, it's that thing I said before about if you're attacking an enemy from a range, the further you are, the less damage you do. Which is why I do my shots on GN on point blank. And I've been sniping using her at maximum range, right? So that's probably why her damage was really shit.
We should take that lady out of the hollow. You guys go on.
Thank you. She gave us the intel we needed, so this is the least we could do. I hope everything else goes well for you. Master Proxy, is there anything you'd like to know? You can just ask.
I'm curious about your story, Vivian, but we can talk more once you feel ready. Don't worry, I'm very patient.
You're the first person to ever say that to me. I'd be happy to share my story with you. These premonitions I see are not within my control, and they always come to me in a flash, like a flood of images in my mind. Most of the time, I see death, disease, accidents, and disasters. Of course, there are also some non-fatal mutilations.
Non-fatal what? I'm pretty sure most mutilations are fatal.
But every time, without exception, they end up happening. And I can never prevent or change them. That's all I have to say about it. If that offends Master Proxy and you don't want to hang out with me anymore, then I can understand.
Oh, don't worry, ma'am. Don't worry. You are far less annoying compared to last time.
Why would I be offended? That's just who you are, Vivian. Besides, we're friends.
Right? Right?
I've always considered this ability as a curse.
It's not a curse. Actually, I think you've been given a gift.
Thank you. Really. Well, it's getting late. Bringer's belongings ought to be around here somewhere. Let's take a closer look.
11 out of 10. Perfect ways to, steer the conversation away from what you don't want to talk about. That is okay. Anything more would have been really awkward. Anyways. Really? The vending machine? Again, I do have to wonder, how long does it take for things to actually get corrupted? Because I'm sure most of these things has been here for years, right? Arizona tea. Okay. On it. The vending machine. Bringer's belongings are probably stashed away in there. What? What? That's the intelligence I got. Maybe Bringer thought this was a good spot. Anyway, let's look around first. Let me search the vending machine up and down, and of course there is nothing.
Looks like it isn't in here.
Maybe try kicking it? You know, like a certain middle schooler with electric powers. Kicking vending machines is great, according to her. Don't do it in real life, by the way. I don't condone such things. Not only that it will hurt your feet, it will also get you reported. It's not here. I thought it was at that side. Oh, there are more vending machines. I knew it. There must be other vending machines nearby. This should be the one. Bringer's belongings. What could they be? And we searched the vending machine in front of us thoroughly. Still nothing.
Strange. There's nothing in here.
You sure this isn't like, a trap or something, lady? Roxy, I have a feeling. Bringer's belongings are definitely inside this vending machine in front of us. I am having some second and third thoughts about your, intelligence. I believe you, lady. Let's go. And let's search it thoroughly. And we carefully search the vending machine and still find nothing. And as you're about to give up, you kick the vending machine by accident. Where a drink would normally roll out, a worn-out notebook appears instead. See, I told you, kicking the vending machine. Wow, Master Proxy. Though this is how it's done. You're leagues ahead of professional intelligence brokers. Right. Oh?
Out of my way!
What is he doing here? Bringer's notebook, old and worn looking. It seems to have a lot of locations of interest marked down.
This is it. This notebook is what Bringer left behind. But I don't know what these markings on it mean.
You and Vivian flipped through Bringer's notebook together, ignoring the surrounding dangers for some time, until the shriek of an ethereal suddenly rings out nearby. However, a moment later, a strange yet familiar figure materializes to block the ethereal, disposing of it with ease.
Well, hello, Master Proxy. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's since yesterday, I guess.
Oh, don't give me that scandalized look. I did just save your lives.
I would have protected the proxy even if you hadn't appeared.
I'm sure of it, but I happen to be in the area. Worry not, dear companion. I have complete confidence in your strength.
You two know each other?
Hang on. Did you say companion? So you two know each other?
Apologies. I didn't have a chance to mention it before. I'm actually part of the Phantom Thieves Syndicate, Mockingbird.
That's right. I was only able to slip in during the auction thanks to some help from Vivian backstage.
So you were only bidding?
So the whole time you were only bidding on the collections so you could get backstage and tamper with things?
I warned you before. You can't rely on appearances.
Don't worry, Master Proxy. We don't have any ulterior motives here. As you've probably heard, Mockingbird is a renowned Phantom Thieves syndicate in New Eridu that, despite its longevity, has managed to maintain the secrecy of its members' identities to this day. So, disclosing our identities to you is essentially the highest sign of good faith that a Mockingbird Phantom Thief can show.
Either that or you know too much, so if you try to anything, we'll end you. Lycon said.
But Lycon said that you're very dangerous, and we should be careful.
Then I imagine he's also told you about some of our past. And I'm sure you know that in a complex situation like ours, you shouldn't listen to either side over the other. Mockingbird's purpose is very simple, really. To form long-standing and cooperative relationships with outstanding proxies, like yourself.
We need your abilities.
Before you make any decisions, please allow me to briefly explain the concept behind the Mockingbird Syndicate. We all know there isn't anything in this world that's fair. A prime example being the uneven distribution of wealth.
Of course, we start with money.
People from tops splurge on luxurious collectibles, while the poor have to gamble with their own lives just to get by. Of course, besides wealth, there's also an unequal distribution in this world of happiness and suffering, hope and despair, love and hate. It's all just so unfair.
This logic is all sorts of... Ah, man. Let's not do a hot take in the middle of the night.
Somebody has to do something to tilt the balance of the scales. And thus Mockingbird was born. We take from those who have far more than they deserve and give it to those who deserve to have more. If you ask me, that's enough to be considered a form of justice.
I don't really agree with this form of justice.
Yep.
No matter. Words inherently come with limitations. I intend to let my actions do all the talking.
Oh, don't worry. I saw you distributing that guy Curtis's money to everyone else. But yeah.
However, aside from these philosophical considerations, we also have a crisis on our hands to deal with. As you know, the Exaltists are plotting to use the power of sacrifice to launch an attack on all of New Eridu.
Last time, I think it was Lycon and the mayor slapping both the Exaltists and the Mockingbirds as in on the same side. Probably, maybe, possibly. But with this, assuming he's not lying and she's not lying again, I guess they are not on the same side. Or at least not this time.
We can provide you with all the latest intel, just like that notebook you found. Something those pompous housekeepers would never be willing to do. And the most crucial part of this whole game, the sacrifice core, is currently in my possession. I think that makes this a highly competitive deal. We share the same goal for the moment, stopping the impending disaster from playing out.
I need some time to think about it.
How about this? If you still have misgivings about our upcoming cooperation, then why don't you bring Lycon along with you? He's got the support of the mayor's office behind him, and his presence alone is enough to keep me in check. That would put you more at ease, right? Of course, you're welcome to bring some other friends along, provided they aren't from public security or HSO.
I wanted to bring Chuyen. Like, well, if not Chuyen, at least let me bring Harumasa. I want to bring Yanagi. Miyabi is probably impossible. Yanagi is probably the best choice. Well, Yanagi and Chuyen is probably the best choice, but after everything, technically speaking, Harumasa is the best at this. Otherwise, I'll have to rely on Nicole. Which sounds really terrible idea.
Well, if you're willing to let my friends come along, then you've got a deal.
Great. It's a deal. By the way, Proxy, this is for you.
A collectible gifted by Vivian. It looks like an expensive and exquisite piece of art, but it seems hollow inside. Might that mess with its value? What?
Consider it a souvenir commemorating our first time working together.
For now, we'll carefully look through the contents of that notebook. I'll contact you if anything comes up.
Uh-huh. That was weird. Really weird. And after leaving the hollow, Hugo and the others return to the video store. Oh. I guess he's playable, like officially really playable now. Later, maybe. Again, I really like how Hugo looks like on top, but this bottom half is not really so much. Since we're already at the video store, should we ask Master Proxy to recommend some films? He rented the whole store already. My apologies everyone, but I need to take my leave and go take care of my art gallery now. So you actually own a gallery? I also need a convenient social identity for various reasons. The title of gallery owner works quite well. Alright, I'll stay with Master Proxy for a bit longer. But Hugo, you've been oddly busy lately. You're not hiding something from me, are you? Well? Ah, what the heck are you doing this time? Intermediary Casey? An informant? Well, if it isn't our dear collector, Mr. Hugo. Long time no see. I assume you finished the task I asked you to do? Yes? Done as promised. I've already found buyers for the goods you gave me. No shortage of big names among them. Of course, I've also recommended your gallery to them as instructed and spread the word about it in the circle. But getting rid of all this exquisite stuff so suddenly? You're not in trouble, are you? If you have funding issues, I'm also your guy. I've got friends who offer loan services. Thank you for your concern, but my cash flow is very healthy, and I have more than just you as my middleman. In essence, I'm just looking to boost my gallery's reputation in the scene. I see. Those rare pieces in your collection definitely caught a few eyes. I'm sure they're all looking forward to collaborating with you. Thank you for your kind words. Alright, it's getting late. I should head off now. I'll see you next time. And now to find that guy. I remember him mentioning that he would dress up in something more presentable this time. And to the Lumina Square? Oh. Something presentable. I'm guessing none of them are. Yes? When the musician's third string breaks, the gatekeeper whispers to me, "In which hand hides the coin for the underworld ferryman?" Huh? Are you still LARPing at your edge? Thought only people my age would like it. Sorry, my mistake. When the musician's third string breaks, the gatekeeper whispers to me, "In which hand hides the coin for the underworld ferryman?" The left hand holds death, the right hand holds deception. But the raven has already flown away with the answer. Can't get over the embarrassment every time I say this. It's quite poetic, isn't it? The meeting with Hartman has been scheduled. He'll be waiting for you in that same private suit. Or should I say, waiting for Hugo, the renowned collector and gallery owner. Thanks, I knew I could count on you. Still, I have to ask, you're not looking to make the Ravenlocks your enemy, are you? And if I say I am? Not like I can stop you anyway. You've already caused a scene at the auction. That rope of hero stunt. I can't believe you came up with that. Hartman's been on the move lately. That organ trafficking case from before is linked to him too. I also heard that they're dropping big money on some kind of drug research. The Ravenlocks have always been a bunch of cold-blooded bastards, doing all kinds of messed up things that make your blood boil, and swept everything under the rug with money and power, leaving the victims with no justice. But Hartman? He's the worst of the bunch. Rumor says that he personally took out the previous heir and clawed his way to the throne. I know. Relax. I don't plan on clashing with him head-on. You'd better not. I don't want to witness Mockingbird's folly of trying to crack a stone with an egg. I prefer to see it more of a gambit. I can never win an argument against you anyway. Don't forget, the Ravenlock family is in bed with those exaltist lunatics. Who knows what awful scheme they've been cooking up lately. In any case, as your old friend, I sincerely wish you all the best. Thank you. By the way, how is Lycon doing lately? I haven't seen him in a while. What? I know you two split up, but it's been years. Are you still not over it? Don't know, don't care. If there's nothing else, I'll get going now. Alright, fine. Good luck. The students nearby seem to be having an intense discussion, and you hear a familiar name. So that Mockingbird Phantom Thief Syndicate only looks flashy, but hasn't actually accomplished anything, right? Tops remain unshakable, and those big families are just a step away from getting total control. It's possible that even the mayor can't keep them in check. But doesn't the mere existence of the Mockingbird serve as some kind of a warning? Every time they release a crime warning letter, fear erupts among those evildoers. Really? But what can they actually change? In the end, it's probably just a game. To the big shots, Mockingbird is like a fly. Annoying, but not deadly. So they just let it be. So what do you think should happen? If you ask me, you have to dismantle everything from within if you truly want change. Without power or influence, it's all futile. The first step should be accumulating resources by any means necessary, and if possible, joining tops. After all, to establish a new order, the old one must be demolished, just like how creation requires destruction. That sounds exactly like something a villain would say. Yeah, I'd like to think that as more like a realist. If it's really impossible to join tops, if it's really possible to join tops, many would probably defect immediately. True, who will turn down money? It's almost time for the meeting with Hartman. Time to go. And this is still between... Oh wait, this is probably before we met with Vivian and Wise at the Hollow, right? Your invitation has been confirmed, esteemed guest. Would you like to enter the private suite now? Yes, ma'am. You the one who has business with Master Hartman? Correct. Master Hartman's time is extremely valuable, and he has graced you with this meeting amid his busy schedule. I sincerely hope you bring something substantial to the family. Worry not. I stand here precisely because I have enough leverage. You had better.
How about it? Will you work with me?
Not bad. Let me be honest with you. I have the sacrifice core that you're after. I am Mockingbird.
So it's you. I never thought you'd be so bold as to come see me alone.
Relax, my friend. As you know, if I can sneak into such a heavily guarded auction, then naturally, I can just as easily slip away right now. I'm here with the sincere intention to seek cooperation. I can give you that sacrifice core.
And what do you want in return?
Wealth, glory, power. The things everyone else in the world wants, I want them too. And I'm confident that as the current heir to the Ravenlock family, those are all things you can give me.
Then you've certainly come to the right place. My family is working on a big project. If things come to fruition, Ravenlock's status in tops will significantly improve. At which point, I'll be sure to leave a spot for you. Naturally, as an outsider, you are precluded from handling any of our core business. But profits from the scraps alone will be enough to set you up for life.
Mr. Hartman, I think you've misunderstood me. I have no intention of joining the Ravenlock family. In fact, I have an art gallery under my name that does pretty well for itself. I was hoping you could recommend me for Tops.
You want to join Tops? That's easier said than done. Even for a family like ours, it would still require significant effort.
Just answer me yes or no. I don't think either of us can afford to waste time.
I understand. Yes, you have my word. But in exchange, you'll have to give me the sacrifice core first.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid I can't. I've already hidden it somewhere safe, a place nobody else but me knows. You don't want to put all your chips on the table when dealing with Tops. I know that far too well.
Then that means I also need to keep an eye out when working with the infamous Mockingbird, right?
Mr. Hartman, I should remind you that I stand before you undisguised. Coming from a phantom thief who's never publicly revealed his identity, shouldn't that be sufficient assurance? If I betray you, then you merely need to lift a finger to wipe me from the face of this world.
You do make a valid point there. In that case, you have a deal.
I appreciate your trust.
Why don't we celebrate our new partnership with a toast?
Hardman calls over the waiter and pours out 2 glasses of some expensive-looking deep crimson liquid. He lifts his glass and nods to Hugo before draining it in one gulp. Hugo flashes with a smug grin as he follows suit and takes a gulp.
Having a drink before undertaking anything important is a family tradition. It's good luck.
As an outsider, it's a real honor.
By the way, you aren't the only member of your organization, are you? Shouldn't all your companions agree to this deal first?
You don't have to worry about that. I'll make sure she agrees. Otherwise, I'll get rid of her too.
Is a Mockingbird a 2-person team? Like only 2 of you?
Seems you'll do whatever it takes to get things done. Great things lie ahead for someone like you. All right, let's leave it at that for today. I'll contact you about what to do next.
That's him! He's the one who killed Serena! She was the only one who was ever any good to him, right? That's how he repays her?
That's why they say once a mongrel, always a mongrel. Just look into his eyes.
Father! We have to punish him! Serena had been ranking ahead of him. Hugo must have poisoned her water so he could pass her.
Pure evil. Typical for an impure bloodline. He should have been kicked out ages ago.
Hugo, did you do all this?
Yes, it was me. I killed her.
He admitted it! Father, he must be expelled. He has no right to live under the same roof as us.
Why don't we reunite him with Serena then? Nobody would ever know.
Hugo, well done. My children, how many times have I told you before? In this world, only the most ruthless, cruel, and unscrupulous of people ever make it to the top. Like Hugo here, who is willing to murder his only true loved one without a second thought. Only someone with the means and the gumption to do that is qualified to be my heir.
But I...
It's all over now, and the results are obvious. The winner of this month's assessment is Hugo. As for the rest of you, go to the usual place for the punishment you deserve.
But Father, before this, I was number 1.
As I've told you before, there's only room for one winner in this family. You're still a loser, even if it's by the smallest margin. And there's no reason for a loser to exist.
What the fuck?
This is all for your own good. Do you understand? Go on now. Receive your punishment for the sake of the family.
Yes,
What the fuck?
That really brought up some unpleasant memories. It won't be long. Soon, it'll all be over.
Roxy, you look like you have something to say. But that chosen one thing. No, well, truth is, we've always wanted the chance to work with you. Hugo said you're the best proxy we've ever met. The chosen proxy, in other words, chosen one. That most certainly does not sound, you know, 8th grade syndrome or anything like that. Vivian, by all chance, you're not like 14 or something, are you? Right? By the way, are you free now? If you're not busy, would you mind taking a walk outside with me? Anywhere is fine. What? Lumina Square it is.
Thank you for escorting me here, Proxy.
And where are you supposed to be
Today
going?
was quite eventful. If I were to head back now, I probably wouldn't be able to fall asleep.
And? Anything more? No?
You're
Okay
a
then.
child that only brings misfortune.
I was waiting for you to talk and then you're not talking. Now you're talking.
People have been saying that about me for a long time. I used to feel hurt and resentful. But now that I think about it, it's perfectly normal for people to react that way.
And?
Why do I only predict suffering?
Okay, this is not
If I
weird.
could predict happy things, joyful things, would people like me a little more?
Oh.
Maybe fate truly is set in stone. Often, I want to help these people avoid their miserable fates.
Oh. Moon is purple. Damn.
For a time, I even thought that I was successful, that I could change people's destiny. But it was all an illusion. In the end, I couldn't do anything at all. So, I was really happy when you said that my abilities weren't a curse, but a gift.
Oh.
Thank you, Proxy. I'm so glad to have met you. And you're also a fan of Lord Phaethon. It's like we were fated to meet.
Yo, wise.
I don't know why, but I feel completely at ease when I'm by your side. I feel like I'm free from judgment, from blame. Like, I don't need to worry about anything, and can just be my own true self. Perhaps people really do possess an aura. And ours just so happen to be extremely compatible. By the way, you asked me before about Hugo. I don't really know much about him. He rarely ever talks about his past. But judging from his eye colors, you can guess he's probably the bastard son of a renowned family. I think his mother was very worried about his different colored eyes, and even wanted to get rid of him at one point. But then his family offered a huge price and bought him off his mother for some reason. And just like that, he moved from a leaky and drafty boarding room to a luxurious mansion. But he's also mentioned that the extravagant home is actually like hell for him. I think it's probably because the family treats him terribly. I digress. He ran away and ended up meeting Lycon and his master. After that, they formed Mockingbird together and experienced a rare period of happiness. Until Lycon's betrayal.
So, what's your take on Hugo?
I imagine I would still be wandering around now if I had never met him. To me, Hugo is just like an older brother. I've always felt as though he's carrying some heavy burden with him. But that's a secret he's kept to himself. Something he'll never tell me. Sometimes when I look into his eyes, I can feel that he's really struggling with something. Even though he may say some extreme things, Hugo really isn't a bad person. I think one day he'll tell me his secret. Until then, I just have to wait. Wait and trust him.
And after chatting for a while, you say goodnight to Vivian. It's getting late. Time to head back to the video store and get some proper rest. Well, interesting. Yo, well. I survived the 4-way ladies battle. Only one died. I'm still alive. Wise, you're a bit late today. Ah, yes, I've got a chat about life. Just a friend? That's suspicious. I'm kidding. It's getting late, so you should call it a day, Rice. Once Vivian and the others get in touch, we'll have a lot to investigate. There you go. Rice. Vivian contacted us. She said you'll be investigating the Hollow tomorrow. Besides her, Hugo and Lycon, and B, whom we recommended before, will also be joining this operation. She'll explain the details when she comes to pick you up at the video store tomorrow. But are you still planning on heading straight into the Hollow like you did the last few times? Yeah. Yeah. Alright, with so many friends around this time, you should be in good hands. Well, even though two of those friends had their weapons right next to my cheek last time. I'll wait for you at home then. No matter what happens, remember, safety first. Now let's get some rest. Let's keep going. After a good night's rest, it's the day of action. Yo, what's up? Lady, talk to me. Good morning, Proxy. Long story short, we analyzed the locations marked in Bringer's notebook and found no pattern between the coordinates, but they all seem well hidden. Hugo suspects that we might find something stashed at the coordinates, but it's unclear whether it will be pleasant or terrifying. In any case, we need to investigate. Our destination today is the Ballet Twins. Let's head there together. Well, at least we got Envy this time, instead of just Lycon. So I should be able to fight a little bit more properly. Right? Right?
It appears we're the first to arrive. I thought we were running late. This might sound weird, but it's nice to think about getting to work with you from now on. I don't really know why that makes me feel so happy. Oh!
Wise? This is going to be a bloodbath at this rate. You gotta stop rizzing, you know.
It's because we're fellow fans! Anyone who likes Lord Phaethon can't be a bad guy.
Right.
You're right.
Of course, Lord Phaethon is the greatest there will ever be, but you're definitely the best proxy I've ever met in person. Hugo told me before that you're really skilled, and he said we'd get along great. I never expected he'd be so right.
I do wonder if Hugo knows that we are Phaethon. He probably does.
Oh, by the way, would you like to come by my place if you have time later?
What?
I have a huge collection of Lord Phaethon merch.
What do you mean Phaethon merch? Why do I not know? Why does all that money not come to me?
Phaethon, Lord Phaethon doesn't have any merch out there, right? I mean, we don't even know what he looks like, for starters.
It's all my own original merch, like screenshots of old internet comments. I print them out and turn them into postcards.
What?
Plus the avatars Lord Phaethon's used, the music playlists they recommend. I've organized it all.
I see.
I'd love to show it all to you if we get the chance.
Yes, please do.
I'm really curious to see all that. Please be sure to show me.
Splendid! Let's book a time and you can come by my place and see all my Lord Phaethon merch.
Now I'm curious, how does that look like? Would it be a dark history in Wise's internet history, or...
Speaking of which, what's taking those two so long?
Well?
Hugo said he had some preparations to do before entering the Hollow. I wonder how that's coming along.
Meanwhile, Hugo is preparing for the upcoming operation in another part of Lumina. Same old routine, shopping first. And about time to stock up on chocolate anyways. Stocking up on chocolate? I guess chocolate is kind of slow to corrupt. Rations, bottled water, and those chocolate coins. Oh. I'll take all of them in the bag, thank you. And at this moment, a familiar figure appears. Hugo. Oh, what a coincidence. I didn't expect to see you here. Evidently, I didn't expect either. Otherwise, I would have chosen a different store. Are you preparing for the operation? Are you blind? Oh, by the way, thank you for joining us this time and lending your combat prowess. If you could also refrain from revealing our secrets to your dear master, that would be perfect. The manager went over this with me. You have my word that as long as your actions do not cause harm, I will keep everything secret. How awfully kind of you. Alright, I'm short on time, so I'll be off now. Enjoy your shopping. And then meds. Emergency medications need start restocking too. Yes, I'll stick to the ones I'm used to. And at this moment, a familiar figure appears once again. Lycon? Yes. You know what, Lycon? If I were in your shoes and foresaw an awkward encounter with a former partner, I'd choose to go away. Time is short, and this is the only pharmacy around. Besides, I don't see any need to fight you. Well, that is awkward. The pair of frenemies.
This is getting to be more than just a coincidence, don't you think? Or perhaps you are actually stalking me.
If I was stalking you, you wouldn't ever know.
Overconfident as always. You haven't changed at all.
We just make it a habit to check the state of our weapons prior to combat.
Thanks for that little reminder. I almost forgot.
I didn't expect you to let me join.
What else could I do? Master Proxy would have insisted on having you join us. I never expected for us to have a chance to enjoy some pleasant conversation like this. Without our weapons drawn, that is. It really has been too long. I still remember when we first established Mockingbird.
Indeed. That was a long time ago. Thankfully, Jack went in peace.
He must have known about his condition for some time. He even left us with instructions. Passing peacefully in your sleep is the most natural way to go. I'm happy for him. By the way, Lycon, have you given it any thought yet?
You mean about our guild for Phantom Thieves?
Yeah. It's time for us to build an organization of our own. Jack always supported the idea, didn't he?
I don't have any objections. But what should we call it then?
How about Mockingbird? It's a bird known for mimicking the calls of others to blend in. The same way we don high society roles for ourselves when we're out on a mission. Oh, oops. I nearly forgot. You're a terrible actor, and you're always flubbing your lines. I guess we can rule out that name then.
No, call it Mockingbird. We're always just putting on an act, aren't we? I won't slip up on our next mission. Besides, we still ran missions together even when we didn't have a name. Having one now won't really make a difference.
No. It does make a difference, Lycon. And I don't just want a name. I want Mockingbird to become a symbol, like the sword of Damocles hanging over everyone's heads, striking fear into the hearts of the rich and cruel whenever they hear the name. Just like Jack used to say, this world isn't fair. So that's why we have to influence it however we can, and change things in our own way.
But on the basis of not causing harm to other people's lives. That's also what Jack used to say. You remember, don't you?
Of course I remember. All right, I promise.
That sounded pretty forced. Don't forget, things don't end well for people who break their oaths.
I'm good for my word. You must trust your fellow companions. That's also something Jack would say. Well then, today's the day that Mockingbird will officially start flying. Our first order of business, deciding on our symbol.
Hugo and Lycon share a rare moment of peaceful reminiscence. Meanwhile, on the proxy side, the others joining the operation finally arrive. aka NB? Oh, everyone is here.
Looks like we're all here. Hugo, you're late again.
Do forgive me. Someone was pestering me and wasting my precious time.
Oh, right. Other than familiar faces, we also have a new friend joining us for this operation. Seems that Miss Envy is the reinforcements recommended by the manager. A pleasure to meet you. I am Hugo. Hello. The proxy has already updated me on the necessary information. Rest assured, I will keep it confidential. So, before entering the Hollow, let's confirm the mission's objective once again. We'll be heading to one of the coordinates marked in the Bringer's notebook and searching the area. Based on relevant information, these coordinates may contain secrets related to the Exaltists. These could be treasures or something awful. We'll have to explore and find out. If there are no further questions, let's begin now. Let's begin now. Let's begin now. Let's begin now. Huh. Why do you read that well?
I didn't expect the coordinates in Bringer's notes to lead here.
So, are you familiar with this place?
Oh, I thought I was touching something else, but it was actually Christian.
Say no more.
I still can't get used to like Kong's charging thing. It's like he's kind of slowing down the fight, you know?
I don't enjoy obstacles in my path. Can we not bust the door open?
The generator room should be nearby.
Oh, it's the generator room we unlocked.
Wow, you really know this place like the back of your paw.
Yeah, we unlocked this place way back. We were investigating it with the Victoria household.
Master Proxy, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but there's something wrong with the circuit. It seems to be blocked.
Don't tell me. Victoria Housekeeping's high and mighty attendants can't even fix a simple circuit.
I can fix it, but I'll need a circuit diagram before I can do anything. I've seen diagrams for this type of circuit before. It's a pity that we're unable to connect to the outside world from inside the hollow.
Just leave that problem to me.
Wise, I just sent an image of a circuit diagram to you. Have a look.
Thank you very much, Master Proxy. Now then, let's start repairing this circuit.
And Master Proxy, I've organized the circuit-related modules. You just need to connect them the same way as you've done before. Ah, this is kind of long, but this is fine, kind of easy anyways. There you go.
The circuit is fixed. We should now be able to open that door.
Wait up. Wait a second. Something just doesn't add up.
What is?
It's all coming together now. Communicating with the outside world from within a hollow. And getting that circuit diagram. In theory, there's only one person who could ever do that. Could it be your Lord Phaethon?
Oh no. We can't have her simping here, okay? We can't.
Impossible. There's no way. But then again, only Phaethon could have done that. I mean, you're an incredible proxy, sure. And you're a good person. But could you really be Lord Phaethon?
Nope.
Sorry, no. You've got the wrong person.
Really? But my instincts are telling me that you have to be Phaethon. Unbelievable. Lord Phaethon, I've been your biggest fan for years now. Goodness me, Lord Phaethon was right in front of me all along, and I had no idea. This is like a dream. Could you, I mean, if you're willing, could you please give me an autograph and a group photo and...
Lady, your voice is changing. Oh.
Anything you want, but let's get out of the hollow first, alright?
Oh, okay. Sorry, guess I got a little too excited.
Anyone would be enraptured meeting someone they admire that much.
Hugo, how much do you know?
If I ever met my favorite movie director, I'd be the same.
Hugo, how much do you know about this? I swear, you knew, didn't you?
We should keep moving. This isn't the best place for idle chit-chat.
In position.
The door's finally open.
And Vivian is still right behind us, so she's still gonna be chattering in the you know, fangirl voices. Combat?
Proxy is Phaethon. Phaethon is the proxy.
Anyway.
This is a dream. I never listened.
There you go.
The picture over there should lead to our destination.
Hearts? No? Really? It's... I don't mind Ambi. It's Lycon that I just can't get used to. I don't know why.
Lycon, your fighting style wasn't so reserved in the past.
I've matured.
Roger.
You call this mature? You're just being pretentious.
Understood.
So apparently Lycon is wilder in the past.
A difficult foe, that one.
Let us leave this place at once. Ensuring Master Fox's safety is our highest priority. Answer.
Anything happened to you, Lord Phaethon?
Let's just kill one by one. On the red one too. Oh, 3 of them all at once? Really? Oh, fuck.
Understood.
Lord Phaethon, how are you feeling?
I'm fine, I guess?
Are you tired? Do you need a break? Some food? Water?
The sim.
Thank you for your concern. I'm fine.
This simp. Oh, what is this? No, I really need to stop face tanking though, really. And you're blocked off by a complicated mechanism, man.
Master, a complex mechanism has been detected ahead. To pass through, you need to activate all 3 smaller mechanisms. Suggestion: split up and handle them simultaneously to save time.
So, we have to head to 3 different places to crack this thing.
Well, I guess Lycon and Hugo can take care of Spot. And there's Envy and Vivian, huh? Well, someone has got to come with me, so there's that.
Huh? We're splitting into 3 groups? In that case, I'll protect you, Master Proxy!
Let me just...
Huh? We're splitting into 3 groups? In that case, I'll protect you, Master Proxy!
It's like... that love. I'm sure this is an error or something. It's probably not her voice or something like that.
I can take care of one myself.
That leaves the last one to me, then.
You should go with Hugo.
What's that supposed to mean? We get along just fine, don't we, Miss Cunninghair?
I don't know what's going on with you two, but you've been bickering the whole time. It's annoying.
Me likey. Good job, Envy.
This is a good chance for you guys to build some rapport.
Anby's got a point. Hugo, just go with Lycon.
She doesn't care as long as she's with Wise.
You just want to be alone with your Lord Faithin, don't you, Vivian?
Yes.
Huh? That's not it!
Okay then, shall we talk it over again?
Maybe we should go over it all again. You know, just in case anyone's not fully on board.
There's no need, Master Proxy. Our top priority right now is to crack the mechanisms as soon as possible.
It's just a simple mechanism. I can handle it solo. Lycon, you better not slow me down.
I really want to recommend you two some movies for a crash course on
Envy. So, if there are no objections, let's proceed with the assigned spots. You really enjoy posing as leader, don't you? Yeah, says you. I believe everyone is well aware that within the Hollow, Master Proxy is the only leader. Do you enjoy arguing like this? Does it make you happy? It probably does. Clearly it doesn't, Miss Envy. Northfeeten, are you tired? Would you like to rest for a moment? Let's keep moving. You know, I feel safer if I have Lycon with me, but... something tells me she's gonna pounce on me. As the proxy said, let's make it quick, friends. Oh god. Oh no. I somehow, I don't feel safe suddenly.
Lord Faithin, there are too many ethereals here.
And she's already fighting on her
We
own
have to
there.
find a way to close that door and stop the ethereals from flooding in.
Leave it to me. I feel incredibly strong right now.
I guess Vivian is... Ether. Oh no, she's also Ether. I can't tell if she's Ether or physical. Most of her damage is yellow, but all those random purples... whatever. Lord Feeten, I'll leave the door to you. Don't worry, I will take care of these ethereals. I will not let these ethereals touch Lord Feeten. Oh, I remember this kind of. Pop, 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 pop. Rather than remember, I have an idea as to what's going on. Okay then, let's keep going. Anything upstairs? Maybe... Actually, now that you mention it, rather than that, it's more like that, now that I think about it. The ballet twins... They're still alive, aren't they? Back when we were here with the Victoria household, we kind of just pushed them away with a recorder, right? Instead of actually fighting them
Lord
till they
Phaethon,
die.
seems like we both need to press down on these mechanisms at the same time.
Well, this is pretty close. I can do it on my own. But yeah, last time we didn't kill the ballet twins, so we may need to fight it again now.
Sure enough, Lord Phaethon and I share a deeper connection.
This sim.
Sorry, I hope I'm not being too forward.
Ah yes, don't worry. I'm getting used to it.
Goodness me, somehow I'm fighting alongside Lord Phaethon. It's like all my dreams are coming true. I'm going to wake up any second now, aren't I?
No, this isn't a dream. I'm real. See? You can even hold my hand.
She's gonna die. She's gonna die.
Not only is Lord Phaethon incredible, but super kind. That's it. I pledge to be a die-hard Lord Phaethon fan until my very last breath.
Are you not already?
I'm happy to hear that. Don't get me wrong, but... Why do you like Phaethon so much, Vivian?
Lord Phaethon is my light.
What?
The one who saved me in my darkest and most desperate times. Like a deity who rescued me.
Huh?
You probably don't remember, but you really did save me that day.
What?
Wow, it's so embarrassing to say all this in front of you. Sorry, I hope I'm not bothering you too much.
No, you're not a bother at all. Thank you for your loyal support.
I should be the one thanking you. Just being able to see Lord Phaethon makes me the luckiest person in the whole world. Sorry to keep babbling like this. I wonder how the others are doing. I'm sure Anby will be able to manage. She's great at this kind of stuff.
How do you know that?
But as for Hugo and Lycon, let's just hope they don't get into a fight with each other.
Lady, you're the one who pushed them together.
There are too many ethereals here. Though, not a big problem.
Oh, damn it. It's one of those range ones. I saw that. I saw that too. I think I'm starting to understand how she works. Kind of. There we go. Basically, her EX meter don't get consumed if I don't hold the skill button. Which is nice, kind of. The final step is to operate this console. Just like in the movies, bringing down the lever with a decisive blow. Great, no monsters. Let's go meet up with the others now. That was easy. Meanwhile, Lycon and Hugo's side is probably a bloodbath.
So, we have to cooperate to solve this problem.
That's a real shame.
I have no intention of arguing with you right now. Master Proxy and Miss Vivian are elsewhere, and we must rendezvous with them post-haste.
What a coincidence. That's exactly what I was thinking. Just this once, we should trust each other. For the proxy.
I have no objections.
Very well. Then you'd better keep your word. I know you've never fully trusted me, Lycon, even before it all fell apart.
Lycon is silent for quite a while, seeming to be caught in some memories from long ago.
You wanted to speak to me alone?
I know you and Hugo are as thick as thieves and don't hide anything from one another. But you can't tell him what I'm about to tell you.
Did something happen with him?
Hugo is an intelligent and gifted child. He learns everything I teach with ease. In time, he'll grow beyond me. Reach a place where people will marvel and look up to him as a beacon.
Yeah. As much as I hate to admit it, he always picks things up just a teeny bit quicker than me. But none of that matters, because I can overpower him easy.
I don't think being gifted is a good thing for him.
What do you mean?
He bears a dark and painful past. What he was taught, the hatred he was faced with, everything he picked up. It's all become an integral, inseparable part of him. I believe that beautiful flowers can blossom even in the darkest abyss. But the roots of that flower would draw from evil instead of good. Hatred instead of love. It's a curse that flows through his lineage. A curse that fate branded him with. I've seen far too many people like that throughout this long life of mine. They struggle with this curse their whole lives. But they all end up failing in the end. The path of light is narrow and fleeting. And the darkness is filled with such temptation that dropping your guard for even just a moment can send you spiraling straight into the abyss.
Do you mean Hugo's going to be a bad guy?
I don't know. I hope he'll always stay true to his heart. That he won't give in to hatred and ambition. That he won't become the dragon that must be slain. But he has inherited the seed of evil. You cannot let it take root. I'm afraid I won't be there to help you. There's not much life left in this old body of mine. So then, Lycon, promise me now. You must hold his chain tight. To restrain him. To stop him. And when necessary, to choke him.
That's quite the extra mission you got there, sir. And back to the present. After a bout of not-so-happy cooperation, Lycon and Hugo finally managed to deal with the mechanism.
You've become slow. Or maybe you've been on guard against me this whole time, and that's what's slowing you down. Looks like I was right. Lycon, I hope you're aware that the one who betrayed Mockingbird and went to work for the Mayflowers was you, not me. I would never betray my companion.
I don't wish to repeat myself, but you should not break our oath.
That's the path I've chosen, and I'm going to stick to it.
But you know that path will lead you the wrong way.
Who are you to lecture me about right and wrong?
I believe any path that makes you feel pain must be the wrong one.
Your disgusting sympathies make me sick, Lycon. There's only ever been one person who can kill me or save me, and that is me.
Great, it worked.
Let's get back to it then. Oh, everyone is back so quickly. Yes, indeed. Who are you to lecture me? Totally not frenemies, I swear. After a while, the teams have completed their respective tasks. Everyone gathers again. I can't believe we're the last squad to arrive. Well, yeah, you two have been fighting all the way back and forth, right? Clearly, this is thanks to a certain somebody. You wouldn't have come in last place if you weren't so busy arguing. Yeah, Andy, later on them think. Get them to, you know, understand that these two really needs to stop arguing, even though I understand why are they arguing. For perfectly coordinated partners such as Lord Phaeton and I, coming in first place is to be expected. Oh, I don't know about this, Vivian. I really don't. Shouldn't last place with everyone else? Alright, fair enough. Once we complete the mission, I'll treat the proxy to a meal. Since when did we agree to a race? Everyone, the location marked in the Bringer's notebook is not far from here. Let's move out. Well, if they're arguing about husbando materials, well, let's just say that Vivian will know the answer already, so is Envy probably. Yeah, there will definitely no bloodbath. Yep. And we hear strange noises coming from ahead. This is probably the ballet twins that we didn't kill long ago. Please don't.
That was loud. What's happening up ahead?
Hold on, everyone. I'll go check it out.
It's probably multiple ethereals attacking. Just in case, I'll go with you.
Vivian, you should go with them too.
Oh?
Keep an eye on Lycon, will you? I'm worried he might sell us out to the mayor when he gets the chance.
So much for trusting him.
I'd never do that. But if Miss Vivian wishes to join us, she's more than welcome.
Okay, then I'll go with you.
She actually went without a fight. Damn.
Why do you look so nervous?
I've spent so much time by your side already. I need to get away from Lord Phaeton for a little bit, or I might die from this overwhelming happiness.
Goddamn simp.
If that's the case, Miss Vivian, feel free to come along with me.
Okay. Alright.
Goddamn simp. Vivian stumbles off with Lycon as if in a daze.
So, how does it feel to be worshipped, Lord Phaeton?
Dude, you knew about this. You knew this was coming from miles away, and you still brought her to me. This was all on you. Come on.
You had that figured out a while ago, didn't you?
Sharp as always. But of course, I couldn't spoil it for her.
Damn it, Hugo.
She has to figure it out on her own. That's what makes it special.
Right.
Not only that, you asked Lycon and Vivian to leave for some reason. Is there something you'd like to say to me?
I can't keep anything from you, can I? I've always treated Vivian like my own little sister. Maybe it's just a coincidence, but she looks a lot like Serena.
I had a feeling that was the case. Which is why, come on. But then again, I guess this is brotherly teasing. But come on, Hugo. I don't know what kind of shit you're trying to pull, but don't drag her in with it.
I think I mentioned it before. Serena was my half-sister. She passed away a long time ago. Vivian really likes you, whether you're faith-in or just wise. Of course, I also have a lot of respect for someone like you. Strong, fair, and genuinely kind. So I hope... I beg you, please keep her safe.
For once, you sound sincere. Fine.
Hang on. What's that supposed to mean?
You do realize she thinks of you like her brother too, right? Don't do something suspicious, dude.
Think of it as the last bit of conscience I have left. A kid as pure as her. She should stay alongside someone who walks in the light. Like you. Not even Vivian can agree with all my beliefs. One day we'll go our separate ways.
Your beliefs? What do you mean exactly?
You probably heard from Lycon. We swore an oath when we started Mockingbird. We swore to use our own hands to right the wrongs in this world. But never, under any circumstances, would we take another human life. I stayed true to my words. Until my father, the man I hated, stood right before me. I could have ended his life easily.
Didn't you?
But I hesitated. I remembered that damned oath and their repeated attempts to convince me. I didn't do it. Because of that, innocent people died. All because of him.
What? What the hell is going on? You're not telling the whole story. No, wait. Is this... Are you pulling this shit again? That thing you pulled when you were a kid? Taking the blame and shit? Hugo, please.
If I'd killed him first, then none of those tragedies would have happened. People like him don't deserve to live.
I wonder if your father's name happened to be, you know, Ravenlock or something like that. It's not, right?
After that, I realized sometimes taking one life really can save countless others.
I understand where you're coming from.
I knew you'd understand. Vivian has a good heart. I don't want her to get her hands dirty. But you know how it is. In this world, someone has to be the bad guy. So, I want to apologize to you.
What?
Why apologize all of a sudden?
What the fuck are you pulling now?
You're incredibly strong, kind, capable, and really, really lucky. The world needs more people like you. Remember that revenge movie I told you about, Children of Devils? I still haven't found it, but I came across another videotape with the same name. Turns out, in that story, the Children of Devils are actually the children of gods. Sorry for rambling. Hope you don't mind. They should be back soon. Please, look after Vivian for me.
Fine. She's a bit less of a pain in the ass now anyways, so... yeah, sure. Rift? Really? Please don't be the ballet twins. Please don't be the ballet twins. Please don't be the ballet twins.
What is this? It looks like a cocoon.
Oh no. This is worse.
Careful, everyone. If I'm not mistaken, that's a sacrifice in there.
Yep.
It appears to be in hibernation. We don't know when it'll wake up.
If we strike first, can we destroy it before it awakens?
If it does wake up, we'll be in serious trouble.
Indeed.
Wait, those spots Bringer marked in his notebook. Are you saying each one might have a sacrifice like this?
Well, shit. One is already a big problem. Literally the entire Bellavoke Industries, plus a huge machine, fought into a draw. Just for a draw, and that sacrifice was weakened. If this one wakes up and everything else wakes up, that's insta-kill. That's under HSO. I mean, that's like Section 6 deal.
That means there must be at least a dozen of them. And that's only counting the ones we know so far.
Yep, that's really bad.
These sacrifices may still be hibernating, but the fact that there are so many of them out there is terrifying. The Exaltists must have a way to revive them. And that's not all. These sacrifices can exist outside the Hollows. If they make their way into populated areas...
I'm afraid it will lead to a catastrophic disaster likened to the fall of the old capital. That's almost certainly what they meant by vengeance against all New Eridu.
Let's find a way to get rid of these sacrifices. We can't let the Exaltists have them.
Thank you for helping me find this sacrifice. But sorry, kids. You won't be the ones to keep it.
Of course it's this guy. God damn it.
It's that annoying old man. Why is he here?
I know, right?
I'd advise you to choose your words wisely, young lady.
You're from the Ravenlock family. So it was you.
I'm amazed he managed to kind of follow us with Anby and Lycon and Hugo here. These three are pretty good at tracking. So they didn't notice him? That's pretty amazing.
That face. Oh, I know you. I heard about what happened to your friend. Truly unfortunate. If only she'd been smarter.
Uh-huh.
It seems your goal was this sacrifice all along. You've been tailing us, haven't you? Keeping your distance so that I wouldn't notice.
As expected of a wolf tyrant, you are very perceptive. That's right. All thanks to your ex-partner, we were able to carry out our plan smoothly.
Right, Hugo made a deal with this guy. I forgot. God damn it, Hugo.
My ex-partner?
I'm not exactly happy being called that, but what he said is true.
Hugo takes one step forward and walks over to Hartman's side.
Wait, Hugo, what do you mean?
I made a deal with Mr. Hartman in advance. So, would you kindly step aside and let us have this sacrifice? Of course, you can choose to refuse, but if you do, then I'll have to take coercive measures.
I knew it. I should have bought Julian. We should have bought Julian. At the very least, let us bring Harumasa. He can deal with this. Damn it.
What did you offer him?
Everything we know about the sacrifices plus the core itself.
But why?
It's simple. I want to climb higher. Mr. Hartman offered me a chance to join Tops. Who could say no to that?
No. Impossible. You promised to help me investigate the Exaltists.
You told me the whole point of Mockingbird was to do anything it takes to bring a little justice to this world. Was all of that just a lie?
You're just too gullible, Vivian. I also told you, everybody lies. To hide their true intentions, people lie so smoothly, they don't even bat an eye.
You...
What a wonderful show of betrayal and backstabbing! Bravo! I've got no interest in your little feud. But would you all be so kind as to step aside? My men still have some delicate handiwork to do. To extract that sacrifice behind you.
Over my dead body.
Oh, okay.
Hugo, why in the world would you do that?
Instead of wasting your time on idle chat, why not
can't get
focus
used to
your
eye
energy
contact.
on the battle ahead?
Come on.
Stay safe.
Come on.
Stay calm now.
Your plans will never succeed.
It's useless. Don't you get it?
Oh, come on. Does this guy think?
You're not just going against the people in front of you. You're not going against me.
Damn.
A perfect conduit.
What's that?
Better, the entire Ravenlock family, even the whole of Tops.
Oh, damn
Fall
it.
back.
There's no chance of victory for you.
I don't have any money, so thank you very much. Carry that. I think I need to carry one more thing.
Flip the switch.
That was probably a mistake. Oh, go for any extra for the damage. And not more ease.
Now you pay.
Yeah, that was definitely not the boss battle. That is really weird. They already escaped through the fissure with the sacrifice. We have to catch up. We can't let them have the sacrifice. Yeah, this is really bad. Really though. There's one room for that. Oh, we're on top suddenly? Damn. That's convenient. The chopper? Yep.
Oh, you guys are such a pain. Hugo, stop standing around. Time for you to act.
Yeah, he's probably gonna backstab
We
you.
had a deal. Give me the sacrifice core now.
Did we? I don't remember.
Anyway.
I imagine this is your favorite kind of entertainment. Watching allies betray each other, suspicion festering until it all turns to bitter hatred. Seeing people tear each other apart like wild beasts, just like your decaying family. Does it comfort that dead conscience of yours?
You. What's that supposed to mean?
I am loving the look on your face right now. Right when you think you've succeeded, I'm here to tell you it was all fake. None of it was real.
What?
Let this pain sink in. It's karma for what you did to me back then.
That whisper. Damn.
You're insane. I have no idea what you're talking about.
You still don't recognize me, do you? Let me give you a little hint. My full name is Hugo Vlad Ravenlock.
I fucking knew it. He's a Ravenlock. Oh, god damn it. I knew it.
That's impossible. You're part of our family?
I may be an illegitimate child, but I have the same blood flowing in my veins as you.
I know you. You're that bastard of his. Damn it. I could have sworn you were already.
My dear uncle, you were never worthy of your position. You have no claim to the Ravenlock lineage. You may have killed all of my father's other children, but sorry to disappoint. I'm still alive. I am the true heir to the Ravenlock family.
You're a bastard. You have no right to inherit the family.
That's not for you to decide. Master Edmund is very supportive of my claim.
Edmund? That's impossible. You weaseled your way into Tops Inner Circle?
Master Edmund doesn't care who achieves his goal. In other words, he'd happily let me take over the Ravenlock family, as long as I'm more competent than you.
This can't be! You don't know the family's real secret!
I know a lot more than you think, including everything that you've done. Just give up. You never even stood a chance.
Damn it.
This was all fake, right? You were just putting on an act to fool this old man, right?
Nah, this is real. Vivian, come on.
I actually fell for it. Don't do that again. At least give us a heads up next time.
Vivian, everything I did was to rightfully inherit the Ravenlock family. That part is true. Now, I'm going to kill this man who stole what was never his. I'll make sure he can never be a threat again.
You can't kill him. We still need information from him on the sacrifices and the Exaltists.
You must be misunderstanding something, Lycon. Just like you chose the mayor, I chose Tops.
This is like if Lelouch became a soldier and Suzaku is with the Black Knights. What the fuck?
At least for now, Tops has the same interests as me. I'm not going to harm my own self-interests. Be it intel on the sacrifices or the core itself. I'm handing everything over to Master Edmund.
Why?
I just want to take back what's mine. If fate is not willing to give me justice, then I'll just have to seize it with my own hands. Stealing, robbing, lying, or betraying. I'll do whatever it takes.
Even if it means selling your soul to the devil? You know about the power struggle between Tops and City Hall. Those elites at Tops would be only too happy to see the Exaltists plotting a grand attack on New Eridu using sacrifices.
That would severely harm the Mayflower's reputation and approval rating in New Eridu. And that's exactly what Tops wants to see.
If that happens, countless people will die!
I'm sorry it has to be this way, but I have to do this. I'm going to get everything Master Edmund wants. Inherit the Ravenlock name, climb to the top. And then I'll be able to change everything for good. For a permanent and absolute victory. We must endure the pain of cutting away rotten flesh. And persevere through the darkest hour before dawn. Someone has to do it.
Actually, yes, someone has to do it. But okay, fine, Wise.
Hugo, it's not too late for you to stop. You can still walk away from this.
This is the path I've chosen. Without power, resources, or strength, we can't do anything. Mockingbird is the perfect example. All the talk about using our power to tip the scales of justice and hover over them like the sword of Damocles. It's just a delusion. In their eyes, we're nothing but annoying gnats. Mockingbird has never really changed anything or saved anyone. Never in the past, not now, and never will in the future. None of it matters.
I understand your feelings, but don't be consumed by it.
Sorry, Proxy. I know what you're trying to say. But this isn't some children's story of a dragon slayer becoming an evil dragon. Sometimes, to slay the dragon, you must first become one. With sharp claws, rending fangs, and strength enough to destroy anything. So I will bloody my hands. I will carry the weight of my sins. I will become the abyss.
Okay then. One more duel against you. This is gonna
Time you kneel.
Oh, nope. God damn it. Is he gonna parry me? Stop parrying me. Stop that. You can parry that? Oh, come on.
Not bad.
I'm out of parry. That's shit.
Stay calm now.
1, 2, 3, and let's go for EX damage.
Keep focused.
Beg for mercy.
Everything you just said.
To that cannon.
Is that what you truly believe?
Ouch.
Of course. I used to hide.
I don't have parry anymore.
I had never once thought that Mockingbird was a failure.
What uses and his third
No matter how
hit gets
childish
parried
or
all the time.
flawed, must have made their mark on the world.
What did I say about parrying my hits?
They might have been tricky or foolish, but as long as they had an impact, the things we
Please, come on.
did are
I'm
far
not
from
in any
useless.
position. There you go. Parry that too. Oh, damn it.
It won't back down.
Dance.
I don't want it to end like this. There must be another way.
Behavior seriously. Stop making us listen to story things mid
The final
boss
lesson
battle.
I'll impart to you.
Then
You cannot give up anything. Truth be told,
it gets buried again, of course. I'm getting really low.
People like you.
Of course. What's that? So this is the first boss that actually knows how to parry me. So this is just like PvP. This is actually kind of fun. Oh, damn. Let's get slow.
A perfect conduit.
And then let's go for a hold. One more time. Well, that was exciting. Again, Hugo is probably the first boss that actually can parry us in a PvP style instead of eating every hit we do. Which, as you can see, makes things very difficult. Like, really difficult. Though, I think he's still a bit easier compared to Jane. Jane was just Sonic. She's impossible to see. I can't even fuck that bitch.
All right, you got me. But too bad. I have my own methods.
Yo, what the fuck?
What are you doing?
Well then, make your choice. The sacrifice core, or your precious Phaethon? I know you took it. Don't forget, I'm the one who taught you that.
Okay, the core is yours. Just leave Lord Phaethon alone.
What a shame. Did you really think I'd keep my promise? That's right. This is the real me. What's the matter? Thinking of killing me? Didn't you say all life is precious? Drop your foolish facade.
I knew it. You...
Oh.
He has inherited the seed of evil. Do not let it take root. When the time comes, you must be the one.
Go on, kill me. If you've got the guts, do it, traitor.
Master Proxy, are you okay? Are you hurt?
That would have been so much better if that was an actual cutscene. Like, seriously. What the fuck?
Don't worry. I'm fine. I just didn't expect things to turn out like this.
I wasn't expecting them to just, like, use the comic strip format for that. Like, really. MiHoYo is doing really weird in this patch. Like, really, really weird.
Lord Phaethon, I'm sorry. I had no idea Hugo would do that to you. I'm so sorry.
It's alright. No matter what, this isn't your fault, Vivian.
If only I'd noticed sooner. I should have realized earlier.
Vivian quietly walks to the edge of the rooftop. She hesitates for a long time and finally looks down. Naturally, nothing's there.
Hugo, he...
Envy? I sure hope you took the sacrifice core. I sure hope you did. I really hope you did.
That's a hollow down there. If you need, I can arrange for someone to go in and search for his body.
That isn't necessary.
To be frank, I thought you'd hate him for his betrayal, Miss Vivian.
Did he? Really? Well, the red color... I mean, clearly the sky now is mostly yellow and orange, right? Changing it to red really makes the scene to be more, well, gruesome, I guess, the word. It's just, how do I put it? So, here's two things. From what we know until now, Lycon and Hugo has always been kind of mostly equal with each other. Mostly. Of course, I don't know how serious Lycon was all the time, but according to not Hugo, what was the teacher's name again? I forgot his name. But according to the teacher, at least on the flashback, when he told Lycon to take care of Hugo if things go south, Lycon clearly said that while Hugo is better than him, Lycon is always capable of overpowering him. And, well, he literally disarmed Hugo from both daggers, and the sacrifice core, literally in a single panel. I don't know if that was actually Lycon finally being serious, or Hugo not trying to dodge. Like, I don't know. I mean, I think it was on the last panel of the close-up, as Lycon was kind of, joking Hugo. Hugo was literally having a smirk on his face, so it was like, oh yeah, I know you were gonna do this. I was betting on it. Considering he has been goading Lycon as the betrayer all the time, like, do it, bitch. I guess I can kind of think that, yeah, Hugo wanted things to go this way. Now, what I don't understand is why. It makes no sense. Just, I don't see the reasoning right now. He was ready to do the goodbyes with Vivian earlier, but he told Wise to take care of her, right? So Hugo wasn't trying to kill Wise regardless, but then again, it also doesn't warrant him quote-unquote dying. Because even if he failed, he would still be on top of the Raven family, right? And even and if he succeeded in taking the sacrifice core, then he will shot up even higher. Oh, dude, this is confusing. I need time to process this later on, maybe. I don't know. Anyway.
I do hate that he's keeping things from me, but all these years, Hugo's been like family to me.
Don't worry, your bro kind of had me take care of you from now on. Yeah.
I believe he's still with us.
Same.
His injuries were so severe. Even before he fell into that hollow, I'm afraid he might have already...
Now, that will depend on... Well, I kind of paid little attention to the scene when we can kind of see Hugo's full body as he was dropping down, and from what I can see, if you're seriously trying to kill a guy, Lycon is most certainly definitely able to just pierce him right on the chest, like in the middle. If he goes to the heart, that's an instant kill. If he doesn't, it will pierce the lung and he's gonna die sooner or later. But I saw the dark spots and it was more like to the side, like around here. I'm pretty sure there isn't anything important there.
I'm terribly sorry, but I must tell you, it is impossible for Hugo to be alive. My hand went through his heart.
Dubbed. Dubbed.
Sorry to interrupt everyone, but just so you know, Hartman's gone. Probably slipped away during all the chaos.
And B, I trusted you to take care of that. God damn it.
I'm sorry, I was so focused on Master Proxy's safety, I wasn't paying attention to him.
Same, but it doesn't matter. We all know what he did, and he will pay for what he did today.
Yes. I'll be reporting all of this to the mayor. He's not getting away with this. Well then, now that it's all over, let's head back.
Meanwhile, not far away stands a mysterious figure and...
Another obstacle out of the way. She's going to be pleased about this.
Oh no, more foreshadowing.
May the Creator guide us.
Is this what do I think it is? Is this the moment Vivian kept saying about Phaeton saved her? Yeah, you can see this is who this is. You can totally see who this is.
Fear, suffering, despair.
Oh wait, are you getting a vision again?
And destruction. That's the future I see. Lord Phaeton.
I guess Vivian had had another vision of the future. Well, that's shit. After exiting the hollow, Lycon takes his leave while Vivian returns to the video store with us. But for some reason, she remains silent the entire way. Well, I guess we have a new tenant today, kind of. Maybe. You okay, Vivian? Lord Phaeton, I'm fine. Just a little distracted. After what happened, you should get some good rest for a few days. Or 42 days. Yeah, I need more time to think about Hugo and the Exotists. From what I know about Hugo, he could have easily taken down someone like Hardman. There was no need for him to put on such a show. And to deliberately use you as a hostage. But I don't think he ever intended to harm you. Yep, he probably don't. What Hugo said in the end, I don't know. Something feels off. And that business with the sacrifice core. Maybe there's some deeper, more terrible secret behind all this. I have a small request. It might sound a bit strange, but... Lord Phaeton, can I stay at the video store for a few days? I just don't want to be alone right now. Yep, we have a new tenant. Sure, of course. Well, you're sleeping with her. Yeah, we're not comfortable with leaving you alone like this anyway. Thank you. I'll sleep on the couch. I won't disturb Lord Phaeton at all. No, lady, the couch is my spot. Tuyen hasn't told me to sleep on the bed yet. If I wake up and find that everything was just a dream, how wonderful would that be? Oh man. That sucks. That literally came back to us, right? She was wondering if all this, like meeting Phaeton and stuff, was just a dream, and Wise did assure her that this was reality. And if this was a dream, that would be really nice, huh? That would be really nice. And I'm still in action. Okay then. I guess there are still more? So much has happened. My head is a mess. Better get some rest first. And that's the end of this main story update, I guess. And it's only season 1. Yep, season 1 epilogue. I thought this was already on season 2. Like, from... where is the part? Oh? No. Wait, what? Hmm? I thought the Eridigotu event was already season 2. But I guess that was just a year-end thing, kind of. And here lies fate. And with that, officially done with chapter 1. Kind of. Kind of. Yep, we are officially done. So let's think for a second. What really happened? This whole 4 segment is, I don't know. Feels a bit... or being rushed is probably not the wording here. But there's a lot of shit happening. Between this part, so the auction, why is this thing lagging? Why is the game lagging? What the heck? It's only this screen that is lagging. Yeah, I don't know why. But this screen is lagging. Anyway, between this part, so the auction part, to this part is, I think the pacing is good. They introduced the Mockingbird faction, kind of. I have a good idea as to what the hell is going on with Hugo. There is some mysteries regarding what he really knows and what the hell is going on, but clearly the Exotists and Bringer has so much shit going on. As in, the last time we have a sacrifice being talked about was like, I think it was here, right? Exactly, it's this part with Uncle Bellobook Industries, yeah, Drip Uncle. And this was like, I think it was like 8 to 10 years ago, apparently. Yeah, somewhere around here. And this is when we fought the first quote-unquote sacrifice, which is how we got our sacrifice core. But now it appears that there is plenty of them across the city. So I guess, well, Tops doesn't really care if it happens. Look, I don't understand, okay? So, apparently, okay, allegedly, New Eridu is the last city in the world, quote unquote, as in an actual big city, as opposed to small towns slash settlements like the ones we have in the Outer Rim. So it kind of makes sense that if you control the city's economic power, you have control of the city, aka what the Tops kind of want. But if the sacrifice thing actually happens and the whole city is under attack, there is no profit to be made, right? Because everybody is dead. At least your workforce is dead, so there is nobody to use your nobody or nothing to use your money on as a tops higher up. Which is why you kind of want to do this in moderation. Which makes no sense considering one sacrifice took that much effort to take care of. So if a dozen of them is out at the same time, we are totally fucked. So I don't understand what is the tops group take on this problem. The Mayflowers, aka the city administration, is pretty clear. They need to deal with the danger and stuff like that. So with it, Victoria household also has to deal with it, alright? So now the question is, what the hell is Hugo trying to do? Which I still don't understand. Like, is he really trying to get into tops? Or not? That's one, I guess. Because, only thing I can think of as the quote-unquote advantage of faking his death is to cut, connections with Vivian and Lycon. He's basically a dead person, so you can't exactly track or how do I put it? Track is more like, how do you anticipate a dead person? Either that or a person who has nothing to lose, which is pretty scary. So what is he trying to do? I don't know. And the other being this part. This part is really, really weird. So the reveal is apparently Wise and Bell, through their implants, are connected to the PC, right? To the HDD system. But one, how does Fairy come into this? Because Fairy literally does nothing this entire arc. Literally does nothing at all. Compared to how important she was, like, being quote-unquote heralded to be over here. The first few chapters, like, oh, Fairy is gonna be a game changer. Oh, Fairy, really need to keep her down. But now she's literally not important at all. Just totally unimportant. So now, Wise and Bell, who has their consciousness and other stuff connected to their computer, also has Fairy in their systems, in their heads, kind of, quote-unquote. And somehow, some way, the mayor knows about the HDD, because apparently he knows our parent, and he has an upgrade for HDD, which unlocks our ability to go into what's that thing called again? Not ethereals, into hollow, which means we don't need to use EOS anymore. Which is also really weird, like, what the fuck? There's a lot of shit going on. But well, this is the epilogue of chapter 1, or season 1. So it's like, oh, you have a lot of shit going on here, a lot of mysteries, which will be explained on season 2, quote-unquote, maybe, hopefully. So, yeah, stay tuned, I guess. Stay tuned. But hey, with that event done... Goddamn, why is that thing so laggy? I swear, the game never lags except for that time. Now that the main story is done, I can kind of go back to the past and relieve NB's TV schedule, kind of, quote-unquote, next time. I don't know. But until then, I will need to do all these. Especially this. 1 week left. Yeah. I'll manage one way or another, hopefully, maybe. Yep, I'll manage. But hey, that is for next time. And for today, I think I've played enough. Yeah, delivery cat woes. See this fine cat lady? Wait, is she a cat? I guess, panthers are technically a cat? Yeah, but I'll do this in the background, fuck that. For now, sleep time. I'll see you next time. Cheers!